Double initiator comp. Sop does clear the drone.
They're just committing a couple shots to that, but it's all to play in Zeus. He's swinging around that pillar, and Sayonara going to be taken down first and foremost. Solid start for the side of FUT on this defense. Let's find some damage forward onto yetujey.
You can see they're already leaning over towards the other side of the map. Curious though, Vitality maybe looking for a pick.
They'll find it.
Yeah.
It's going to be Derke taking down sociablEE. Fade now out of the equation. Trademark still here. Will alert this presence at Art. Closer and closer to this site. Oh man, Zeus lucky to be alive, but Derke's going to be able to find another one as yetujey gets taken down. Jamppi will finish the job on the enemy jet. Sop now. Just one bullet remaining in that headhunter. So relying on the classic to try to get a bit of damage in and finish off Derke, who's now down to 3 HP. The counter strike coming in, finding a timing, but no, KROSTALY keeps him covered. Now Derke has to clutch it up, and he cannot. Very early damaged. Tagged down to 10 here.
What if we just watched an entire round from the coach's cam?
Honestly, I'm about it. I think a lot of people would be as well, but they do want to see the action, and that's going to be Jamppi eliminated. As PROFEK and Sayonara will be able to peel back a hell of a lot of pressure. Derke gets one with the stinger as well, and all of a sudden, this is looking rocky. Swing in the corner. Derke favored 10 times out of 10 at that range, and now suddenly it's just yetujey. Try to clutch us in a 1v3. The swing out finds the first, drops out, and cannot
in gold. And they're able to come through and do some serious damage. Picking up some guns along the way and finding those big early openers. This a main battle.
Oh God, okay, up and over. Derke not quite seen that one, but doesn't really matter. He just faces forward, is able to find KROSTALY, and overall it's going to be a massive trade up for Vitality. 4-3. The null command now in play from Jamppi will be put down on the board. And that stinger that yetujey recovers and carries over. Ends up doing an immense amount of work. Swoops forward, finds that headshot, but cannot get the kill. PROFEK able to stay alive, but can he get the res? It's just such a rough position to try to find it.
Last player standing.
Jamppi will just bleed out on the floor. PROFEK now in a 1v2 to try to maintain this lead. Just that bulldog, and he's none the wiser that that flank is coming in. Because if you're trying to get that seize out, you're not really going to be able to catch that Neon with any strong reliability. So now watching this angle. Jamppi on the other side, ready to pop flash out of this Nebula, and it's going to be a full connection. Sop quickly does manage to rendezvous out to safety, down towards dugout. Cosmic Divide going to be calling at the same time. Does still have a quarter to plant on, and Jamppi's going to take that opportunity. The Watcher on the back. Chronicle, quick ADS in, finds a shot. Zeus eliminated now. 4v5 for the retake. Want to be able to regain this lead.
Still have the shock dart, still have the Astra utility. You can defuse it through the...
It's using it against him. sociablEE's got some cover. Jamppi with a spray and pray will be able to find Sop. So he's going to be interrupted. He finds another one. KROSTALY now dead as well. Jamppi is just tearing him apart with a stinger in range. And PROFEK now has to learn.
Tech fights over towards B. If Vitality pushes too far.
Oh boy.
You want to play?
Jamppi
Let's play.
flying away at the tour de force, ends up getting popped, and Sop, he gets dialed away with a good early kill. Knives, however, not going to be connecting, and Derke is able to take that kill. So one in exchange, waits out the concuss, slides in the back halls. KROSTALY going to be sending that pop flash and hits one hell of a shot. Immediately the null command going to be invested, but the spike is being ushered elsewhere.
Gonna have an opportunity here, maybe. For yetujey, just misses the window. But look who's gotten in behind.
Very quickly flanking back through Art.
PROFEK.
KROSTALY reading this, does manage to find a good amount of damage, just can't quite get that kill at the same time though. yetujey is arriving and he's not connecting the shots. Sop, however, will maintain control of the A site as the spike is now on the floor, and they had already noted the enemy Astra.
And now time becomes an issue here. PROFEK have to just pick it up and go. Let that chamber right on the outside.
10 seconds left.
Looking here on the corner. The haunt having to be cleared. Well, Sop still anchoring on the opposite side of the map. The Nightfall, however, will go forward, connecting onto 2. So they look for these eliminations, but Zeus is unable to hold his own. Sayonara takes him down at main. Opens up this side of the map a little bit more, but now Vitality considering a pivot.
Yeah, that's a huge individual win there for Vite. See what they've got ready. Thinking about the flash setup. That Cosmic Divide.
Your point, gonna be sent down, ends up getting cleared. Flash, cheeky little rebound, but himself gonna be flashed up as well, so has to pull back. Opposite side of the wall, sending out another one, he's looking for a kill. Chronicle, however, avoiding taking damage. KROSTALY now just spraying and praying through that wall, but it's gonna be Jamppi finding him a dugout.
Derke looking to try to find that operator.
And if you can get him in this last second, if he swings it, stack here. 2 in art, 1 behind the doors, and it of course is that Bucky. yetujey taking a quick little timing. There's a swing out, gun barrel's gonna be spotted, Chronicle's gonna be taken down, and he immediately pushes forward, rescues that weapon, now backpedals away. Top of a deep angle, hits the shot, Derke sniped out of midair, now the counter swing comes in, sociable, tucked in behind the box, and Sop shuts down Jamppi. And once again, it is PROFEK. His IGL bleeding out on the floor with no way to rescue him. The spike right there, just out of his grasp.
Standing.
Finally bleed out, and now it's just down to PROFEK. Wiley to try to see if he can get some damage, and he can. Dropping on that 0 point. We'll get the spot out here onto xeus, and that is rough tidings for him. A couple more seconds before he can get any of his util back up. They're trying to make an exit here. Will just be the updraft. He dashes into the wall, and Jamppi will strike him down. Catastrophic. Derke able to get out in front of that seize, not getting caught. Relay bolt going to be sent through. Does end up stunning himself. He's a little bit of damage from the friendly fragment, but otherwise pretty damn healthy. Jamppi holding his own. sociablEE going to be struck down. Swing out though. yetujey able to hit the transfer, coming away with 2 kills, giving his teammates an opportunity. Sop is able to find Derke now into a 2v2.
1 enemy remaining.
KROSTALY will fall, and Sop has to get it all done. There's no real reason for them to try to swing. They can just maintain these angles. Allow him to swoop forward.
Try to let Sop and his op do the job.
Not going to be able to get the scout here on this, but Sop won't be able to find the flick either. sociablEE now the one who's stranded on a bit of an island, and Derke, he is coming out for blood, and he will be able to find it.
Recovering it.
Immediate pick coming through, just no way to peel back that pressure. So it's another early player dead, and Derke is able to find yetujey as well through the screen.
Oh, this is great coordination with the util. They're just smothering foot. Nice shot by Sop.
Quick peek, sees another. He's trying to get that aligned with the headhunter. Manages the oh my god, I thought he had the collab. Will still get taken down by the fragment once again.
Don't have the relay bolt to clear that back hallway, but you do have the recon dart, so you confirm presence.
Clears it out, and there's the Hunter's Fury invested, just trying to get the catch here. He swings out, though, and he's able to find one. He does get tagged, and now needs to try to avoid this, but he cannot. Sayonara has him aligned, and now it is down to xeus to try to see if he can pull off this 1v2 clutch. The Nebula pop, PROFEK just using that to walk across over towards backside. A check on this angle. The swing in. Pressure applied towards the side of the map. Sop playing in this position, obviously, to be a lot more reliable for you, especially when he comes away with kills like that. So Chronicle.
Sheriff's in there, sure, but
fast lane situated, but sociablEE, a massive shutdown, immediately finds a headshot on the Derke, the overdrive. No value to be found. This will be another critical round win for FUT. They can get up to 5 with this buy, and they've got a 2-player advantage. The spike going to be planted deep in the backside by Sayonara. He swings back over towards the stair side, just pushing up into that Nebula. It's going to be Jamppi coming away with a kill, though, as Sop will fall over towards that spawn. yetujey eventually able to find the headshot. PROFEK going to be taken down. Sayonara now making his presence known, and sociablEE will fall. Tries to get that spray aligned. He cannot! And oh, xeus!
the chamber. That's the big question.
Well, now that Chronicle cannot be taken, and xeus cannot find that kill. Jamppi will be able to find the one, but as he gets dropped, he's perfectly safe for the res, so Sayonara brings him back from the dead. Sop now try to hold the line as his teammates join in alongside him. Jamppi sprinting over. Follow-up shot from Sop. He just can't get that scope up fast enough, so Chronicle is able to claim his life. sociablEE now here. Dugout just trying to spray and pray, but again, catches a stray. Chronicle finds the headshot. Suddenly, it looks like Vitality are going to be holding a lead, but what a drag across from KROSTALY. Hits the jackpot, finds the headshot. Gives yetujey a 1v2. The spike still not planted.
30 seconds left.
It's right into that smoke.
Slow creep up.
Need that back.
Popping another one, PROFEK. He's rotated toward that secret side now. They're aware of his presence. yetujey finds the first, 22 health. Tapping, just trying to bait out the util. Swings the corner!
On this attacker side as well, where they're not going to have that flank control. They're not going to be able to watch the backs.
Oh my god!
Sure, why not?
Yeah, I'm going to have to see that one. Getting ready to strike, the swing of the corner. And he'll just take one shot, makes his exit. Flash over the top, fragment going to be sent in, but it's going to be xeus coming away with the kills. Chronicle does get taken down, swings the corner, finds himself a second, and maybe he's warming up. Swing in, gets the third.
Spike down.
Now 3 players alive, PROFEK the 1. Has to try to clutch this out. Low health on the enemy jet if he will be able to find it, but it's going to be this slow, steady entry from Art down the stairs. 2 players, now 3, ready to counter swing out of main as they hear this tap. Gravwell not even going to be committed yet. They're not believing in it. There's the haunt. Tries to swoop forward. We'll be able to find the first, but sociable. Counter swing.
Working the map a little bit. You don't get caught up too much. A little bit of a delayed reaction here from Vitality on this execute. The fragment maybe just a hair later than you'd like because you have to fall back.
Speed, slow scale forward. Clear out that trademark. Jamppi, his eyes trained on this position. Vandal in hand. Ready to try to slow it down, but it's going to be Sop coming out on top. As Jamppi will fall. A-site opened up a bit, but FUT still not feeling comfortable enough for this. As yetujey pushing in the mid, will be able to find Derke completely unawares. That Stinger claims his life. Now the B site completely open, primed for the taking. As FUT start drifting their way down the street. Only Sayonara nearby enough to try to do anything about this.
They're re-clearing space so nicely there. Catching Derke on the backside, that was huge.
Tailwinds into his teammate. Sayonara has not been detected quite yet, but it seems like Vitality also not fully committing towards this side of the map yet, or at least are watching for a potential very late lurk. We'll start shifting over, checking on that water side. As we know, everyone from FUT positioned basically here on the side itself. Swing forward, PROFEK unable to catch that shot. Cannot find the damage. Flash out, and it's going to be Sayonara taken down. Chronicle will be able to find one. PROFEK has to backpedal. The rendezvous situated. It seems like from here, it's just to try to play to get some more damage, to take these weapons out of their hands, but it's Vitality, the ones that are losing out. PROFEK now tucked into the spawn, and FUT, they smell the blood in the water. The jump on the
pivotal rounds here in this map. Went to overtime the last time these 2 teams played. It's Vitality going to be able to make another comeback.
Oh, Zeus, did he catch a glimpse? I think he might have done. But it's going to be Hunter's Fury now out. Swing at the corner, Chronicle dead. The operator down. Sop favored on the angle. As Jamppi tries to play forward into the smoke, but Sop just disrespects it. Lunges in. And at that HP, the shorty will still get the job done. Vitality once again now on the back foot. A 3v5, a couple players low. Zeus playing point, however. Derke is completely caught off guard. Spotted onto the jet. Shock dart going to be lobbed in. Zeus will get taken down. Quick little exit, and Sop able to avoid execution.
He's got to save. Nothing left to do. Couldn't find any more value.
And they can't get to the operator either. It's just stranded there on the site. FUT are going to get themselves up to double digits. Meanwhile, yetujey, he's sprinting all the way through A main. He wants to take these guns out of their hands. He knows that they're in dire straits. Whether or not he can find it, we'll have to see. But yes, he does. Sop's been showing that he's typically going to be good for those, and he says that's why he's continuing to push forward. He's just disrespected this Nebula. He's sliding in behind 2 players. He hears this drone going. He sees the burst, and he hits the top! Sop is destroying them! As Jamppi is able to find one, but he will then fall. yetujey just turning back, cleaning up the enemy KO. Whoa! However, fighting back is able to find 2, but Sop hits the quick scope. PROFEK dead. The A site opened up. And now it's just Chronicle to try to see if he can somehow turn the tides, get this clutch.
He's done it before.
Sees the weaponry, has to make the noise. Swaps off the Guardian Sop again. Look at him dialed in, but okay, Chronicle able to fish out the kill. Takes it into the 1v1, and once again, yetujey is playing this patiently. Delayed reaction, setting up that grab well. Chronicle tries to bait him forward. The jump peek out, damage not to be found. yetujey trying to play the timing, but now he's going to be taken low. 10 bullets remaining, the swing forward.
These 1vx's to give themselves a chance to send it to overtime. And who else but Chronicle to do it again? My God, Sop, absolutely nasty.
So many players would just maybe whip that follow-up shot, maybe not connect with the head.
yetujey not going to give him anything just yet. I wouldn't expect him to try to challenge this.
He is on an island. He's quite far away from that rendezvous. Jamppi, however, going to be setting up that null command. Trying to slow down this approach. Meanwhile, Chronicle has the jump. Yetujey just not checking that angle at all. Damage taken, now the finish. Jamppi able to find Zeus through that smoke. FUT are in danger of having Vitality be one round away. PROFEK anticipating this push up in the tower. sociablEE still just having his attention tied towards that spawn side. Will reposition. Meanwhile, Sop unable to find the opener. Goes for the repeat, gets taken down. Chronicle able to find him with a tour de force. sociablEE checking underneath, is able to find the first, but needs to do so much more. It would have to be looking for some opening picks. They do end up stacking these on the same side of the map, but Chronicle's still going to be able to find value. Just a dry peek of the corner, and Zeus has fallen.
Prowler was behind it. They just weren't anticipating him to take that tight of an angle. Ceding a lot of map control here are Vitality because they still have extremity control. Give up a little bit of space in mid here. Make the shots a little bit more difficult on those entries. Can set up the crossfire here. On to B.
Chronicle again. Just gets in on the angle, and there's just no way to really clear these. They're not committing the utility ahead of time, and now Jamppi is out on the wider angle. sociablEE is dead. Spike is on the floor. Yetujey is going to be able to find one. The jump in, though, and Sop. Quick exit, tagged to 33, tucked into the corner, and absolutely screwed from this position. He pushes.
That is not what FUT wants to do here.
Oh, Zeus is able to find a catch.
There it is.
Sayonara taken down, solid flash set up. He's able to find that early kill, and that's exactly what the doctor ordered. Jump peek out. Chronicle spotted. Prowler going to be sent through. Disrespects out, wants to try to get onto the angle, but FUT do wait it out. They hear the exit. So Nightfall's going to be committed and doesn't manage to collide with anyone. PROFEK, however, now going to be scouted out, unable to try to clear that haunt in time, and Sop will find his head. Scale forward into secret. Chronicle peeking into the angle. We'll be able to find that opener. 3v4 as they look to try to get this retake going, but Zeus is able to strike again as Jamppi will fall the push forward. Chronicle now to the covering fire. Will be able to keep him alive for a little bit longer, but Zeus does take him down. Cash aplenty. Derke doesn't need to try to hold on to the operator, but he won't be able to. As mentioned, the money is still there for Vitality. Still have this by the slide forward, but it's going to be Zeus counter spraying to take down Derke in the aggression. Still a little ways away.
See if this flash catches Jamppi.
Stars out. Fragment's going to be sent to try to delay. Recon as well. Committed, and there you go. Sayonara able to play off the back of that one. Cleans up a kill on the Zeus. Brings it back into a 4v4 with Duelist dead on either side. Jump forward, Sop trying to scale up into that smoke, but Jamppi lying in wait is able to find the kill. The pop flash out, goes swooping, but KROSTALY not fully caught by that. Is able to find the kill, but now the time is starting to dwindle down. 14 seconds remaining. A 2v2, the Fragment to try to zone away, stop him from being able to counter spray through the wall. At the same time, though, Chronicle now has the spot out and will be able to strike him down. sociablEE able to hold his own for one. Slots back over towards the main side. The shot not registering, but
double operator effectively. Tour de force.
Prowler will get the spot out. He's able to make his exit. There's Yetujey. Quite going to be caught by that one. Push forward. Sop is trying to make a play over here at A main, but he's completely alone. And Derke has Sayonara protected, so now the orb can get taken. The Hunter's Fury going to be online.
There.
More ultimates ready to go here for Vitality, and of course the tour de force already enacted. But Derke will get caught off guard. Yetujey scaling forward, flush against the wall. Is able to find that kill. Spots out Sayonara, swings out, and cannot win the fight. He barely finds any damage.
That is massive.
Well, the null command just pulsing out as
Clean.
sociablEE tries to go on the check, but Sayonara has him outdone. Just Zeus and KROSTALY boxed in. Sayonara ready to strike, and they are not paying attention to him at all. Yetujey and two outlaws. And there's the first. Didn't have to make it a head. Clear the trademark. Updraft into the drift in. Looking for an angle, and that's a hell of a shot. Zeus now. Blade's gonna be popped. Takes down PROFEK to start things off, but they need a hell of a lot more than that as the overdrive is gonna be enacted. Derke sprinting forward, pitching through the smoke. Is able to find the one. The planter now eliminated. sociablEE has to commit to this one. Down to 17 health. Zeus still at 45. FUT have their work cut out for them, but they've made this a possibility. But Sayonara, he wants to take that away. Feels like Zeus with the knives, having to deliver, but he cannot find a damn thing. Just yetujey with a guardian, and Jamppi!
It back, but I think it might have been shock darted, and he's just getting out of dodge.
Paranoia gonna go through, but Sop is still able to collect the kill. Chronicle gonna be taken down. Great boss of the former map now eliminated. Derke quick on this flank, but it's gonna be held at bay for the moment, and yetujey tucked safely around the corner, not to be spotted. Clears that out. Just trying to play off the cam. He'll be able to get that dart, but Sayonara still scaling forward right here alongside him. Curveball at the ready. Turn of it though. And yetujey so very fast with that. Does manage to get traded out, but still a player advantage for FUT as they look to try to maintain that perfection in the pistols. Blinding. Paranoia down into the corner, not going to be catching the player at hell, but Zeus will be isolated, blinded up, and eventually going to be taken down as Derke finds himself a third, but sociablEE cleans up Jamppi, and Derke, he's just out of time.
This one
trying to play for some kills as he gets himself a fourth.
Revealing area.
Top guard out, not going to be connecting with anything. Recon's going to be cleared. Zeus just popping up over top of the box, but there's that refract having to be taken, but Sayonara still ends up getting caught. sociablEE able to find that elimination. At the same time, KROSTALY just trying to hold them at bay, but this back site space has been filled, and Derke's able to find one, but the volley in response here from FUT is looking insurmountable. sociablEE. Deacon and Derke able to find the opening shot. It's not going to be taken down, but here's that waylay entry as Zeus is able to deny Sayonara any value off the ultimate. Just snaps him back. Still alive, and in this fight, the cage going to be dropping, and Chronicle ready for that. Cleans up one. sociablEE going to be taken down, but Zeus there, that second layer, as Sayonara peeks out a window. The spike now remaining on the floor, and yetujey in a 1v4. Seeing that first play here, but Sayonara crouch.
How much can Jamppi thwart them here? The real question, not at all.
sociablEE continuing to thrive. Dead on the jiggle peak. Jamppi unable to get away from that. Now PROFEK try to slow things down. Zeus, however, is just completely disrespecting that. He dives in, he finds Derke. Quick reposition down to sewers, but yetujey says hello. Catches PROFEK completely off guard.
Planted.
And that is full control for FUT.
Still have a Phoenix, still have some flashes.
Throw over the top at Sayonara.
Clear space, clear sight. And only suffering one casualty here, just Sop is FUT.
Will be absolutely screwed. It looks like Jamppi are going to try to clear this out. The cam, however, into the reveal, and yetujey has the double spray down. Meanwhile, the entry attempt, Zeus will be taken down, but Sayonara pushing forward. The paranoia not going to be mattering. The Sop will swoop in. Will spare their blushes a bit and get them back into a player advantage. Chronicle frantically trying to spam any elimination that he can get that brings back the parity. Nothing is found.
Give me a corpse.
Cages out, it does have the neural. He's just looking for anything that he could possibly get. Swoops forward and will not be able to hold his own. KROSTALY takes him down, and Derke now to try to exit with his op in hand, but Sop fast on his heels, and he will grab. This could be them dead, but it looks like, yep, they're more than aware of this one. Hunter's Fury now going to be centrist, trying to get a catch on KROSTALY. Already tagged him once, needs that second. Meanwhile, Sop pushing forward, is able to find a kill, but will get traded out by Jamppi. Watching the exit off the refract, and has the reveal. Zeus just rescaling a bit too fast, but KROSTALY hits a belter of a shot. Wastes his Chronicle, but Jamppi still wanting to win this round to bring this back. Gets them into a 2v3. His FUT not going to be as favored, but KROSTALY's just hitting shots all day long.
Derke got over the tripwire.
It's yetujey facing forward, and now Derke's angle matters a hell of a lot less, especially when he's been noted by the camera. He knows that he needs to save the op.
Trying to get away is Derke. He's gonna have the time, it looks like it. Fatality's had into a round in terms of they were in a decent position. Like, they read this really well, but you're still getting outdone. Coordination here just so good, and KROSTALY is on it. Change could come through.
Drop down from Derke, and the drone is there. Clears that back, pedals away. Meanwhile, Sayonara pushing forward, is able to catch yetujey there in mid-window. Refill of space, Sayonara going to be good for another before the ult even expires, and now the neural theft can be committed, but Sop is still able to find Derke at the same time. 3 players left alive with the spray down. PROFEK's coming away with one. He gets himself a second, and Sop now. Last one standing. Hasn't seen Jamppi. Unaware of where he's at, but wants to just try to play away from PROFEK, and it looks like Sop is just going to go falling right into this trap. The blade's going to be pushed away. The shot once again to try to continue to find value. Sop, however, just going to be leaning back onto a Vandal, and not for very long. Jamppi finds that kill. Sayonara plays forward, so they can't get the catch off the Saturate. Strange KROSTALY going to be able to find one. But again, it's looking like a very solid round here for Vitality. He advantages established. Meanwhile, sociablEE is in deep on this A site. Completely boxed in, and yetujey finds two! Sayonara and Jamppi just lining up for him. Now Derke trying to get onto this flank angle with the operator, but suddenly this round is completely back into control of FUT.
What an effort from yetujey.
Spot out. Guardian shots having to be respected. Derke swapping the weapon over an A long will have made noise, so they're perfectly aware of this flank coming through. Tailwind burn, yetujey facing forward, taking the fight and winning it. Chronicles shut down, and now it is just Derke in a 1v3. As they drift away, they reflank. That is a snappy shot.
Stingers for Chronicle and Derke. Rifles
Jamppi again.
otherwise. Okay.
We'll find that early value. Vitality a chance to make this a 3-9 half. Give them a decent shout. Entry attempt from Derke going to be shut down, and xeus now finding two of his own. And it's just from bad to worse for Vitality with every twisted turn. KROSTALY, however, going to be noted, taken down. Sayonara able to put that spike on the floor and get it back into a 2v2.
That's huge. That buys a lot of time here, and xeus is already really weak. So you've given yourself a shout now as Vitality. And he's just going to go and wrap around his back. Oh my God.
Chronicle
He didn't see it.
Seen this. There is no knowledge of this. He's been spotted. He's been outdone. xeus, however, similarly could end up suffering the same fate, but he actually gets a sense of this. He backpedals away. Chronicle now spotted. Spike, however, still there on the floor. This not in play. sociablEE, he's going to look to rescale through sewers. Would need to make a go of this sooner rather than later.
And no ult here for sociablEE to try to scoop
30
up
seconds
the
left.
spike and go somewhere else. It's just going to have to be them coordinating. They're trying to set up this angle.
A bit of a 3-2-1 swing. As the approach out from sewers comes through. Smoke down. There it is. He's able to
Put on their map pick. We've seen it before from them, where they do a great job coming back from a rough map 1 and forcing the map 3, and it looks to be that they're well situated to do that again.
Yeah, looking gorgeous, looking favored to take this into a map 3. We'll see if Vitality can somehow round it.
Similar kind of setup here, though. The Cypher.
Camera and yetujey, yeah, he's got to get out of dodge.
Yeah.
Doesn't want to suffer the same fate as Chronicle did in the previous pistol. As PROFEK going to be tagged down low, sends out that paranoia, just trying to stave them off. But the spike just now is planted, so there's still plenty of time for FUT to try to get into position. Deep flank. Going to be going through from Chronicle, wrapping currently through that C site. And this could be a big backstab if his teammates can hold the line, and so far they're doing just that. PROFEK playing for the right clicks. Going to be maybe a potential misread here, though, for FUT. You know that you did so much damage, so you should be able to find value in that outlaw, but it's going to be sociablEE finding two. There at the garage doors. Some shots up from Sayonara. The cage having to be popped just to recover this spike.
Cage triggered.
Chronicle will frantically try to join in alongside his Phoenix. FUT, they're already rotating around, getting themselves into position to swiftly shut this down.
It's a tough spot to be in here for Sayonara. He has no idea how close they could be.
Chronicle going for the plant, not going to be giving this over to Sayonara. Wanting him to be the one playing cover.
One enemy remaining.
Flash!
Chronicle now dead, Sayonara having to do it all. He gets plenty of damage in. Saturate going to be lost board. Sop is just storming his way into a lobby. Jump over the top of the box, and Sop is still going to be able to find one. Can he make his exit? Updrafts around the corner, he's tagged down to 10 HP. Meanwhile, KROSTALY coming away with 2. Paranoia out the pace forward. KROSTALY going to be caught. And suddenly back into a 2v2. The flank getting ready to come in. sociablEE just having to give up the space. Positions into the corner. He's going to face forward, and he's going to be able to find the shot. PROFEK dead. Another quick reposition back towards that sewer side now.
yetujey could have pushed up.
Still just concerned about that sewer angle. I mean, from here, if you can find the first, it will allow you to pivot. But yetujey, when you're around the corner, and Jamppi, his run it back is going to be committed. Sprint Straight up through long, onto the side itself. Zeus clears that out. Sayonara gonna be snapped back. Zeus plants his fade and he's able to find Jamppi. Sop gets himself a second. PROFEK dead. Approaching on the back, and this time Chronicle will be able to win out that fight. Immediately investing the ultimate. As Sop tries to drop down out of heaven, and Derke, he does a nice little how do you do to KROSTALY. Drafts into the window, finds that kill, and it looks like yetujey not going to be trying to play this one out. At least faking that he's going for the save. Now we'll try to rescale back up. Chronicle, the first one he's got to contend with, and he just dispatches him so swiftly.
Get out of my way!
A 1v1, the blades popped. Derke to try to keep them alive in his mouth. He's getting poked and prodded and sprayed down to death. The defuse is there and its dominance on display. FUT will take us the distance. 13-4. We're going. From scaling forward, does have that frenzy, but now has to backpedal over towards tower. But sociablEE on the peek out, a frenzy of his own. He's able to find the kill. Chronicle is going to be struck down. Big hot reveal, but just can't quite capitalize there for KROSTALY. But some damage is found on top of that elimination. Now Sayonara completely outdueled. Falls to the wayside as the spike gets planted. Still 5 players strong, but yetujey will end up getting put 6 feet under. Zeus able to find one. sociablEE getting a third. Derke now having a backstab, makes his presence known, and it needs to be clean and taps, but they will soon find out as Derke has to clear that prowler, so stingers are heard. But the potential bad news, can they stem this tide? yetujey, he says yes. He finds one, blind through that smoke.
A kill trip.
Going forward, KROSTALY barely able to hold on to his life, but cleans up PROFEK, takes him out of tower. Sop is able to find 2 with the 1-2 punch, but Jamppi again, that stinger singing for him. Couple eliminations found, and a Bulldog upgraded, but the spike is a world away as he looks to reposition.
He's going to have a lot of time still to work with, though, so.
Reposition, I think he's probably just going to try to save this, given the investment. We'll look for a little bit more damage, but this is going to be a difficult task. Even for a player of his caliber and size.
Gonna have player there just yet. Spot mode.
Backpedal away very quickly, clears the prowler. Tucks back under sight, going for that reload. Meanwhile, Zeus has been spotted. Derke catching a glimpse, quick entry up and over the top, swings in, but Zeus has him outdone. Derke dead, he also fights Sayonara. sociablEE just disrespecting that orbital strike a bit, but it ends up overstepping. Be able to find the kill, but top on high. Takes him down, the spray and pray, finding just a smattering of damage, but nothing more. This prowler will scout out Chronicle. KROSTALY cannot win the fight. Just yetujey now, still with that Spectre to try to pull off a 1v3. Vitality looking very well slated to get themselves on the board.
You just expect one there, you don't expect the second. That Nightfall's not going to hit a damn thing.
No, it is not. Derke does manage to get up and over once again. Spam out going to be exchanged, but it's going to be Sop taking down Sayonara, able to find the headshot, and that is a critical victory to be found as they continue the exec. Right now, brought back over to the side, going for that plan. Zeus dropping down, is able to find the one, but the layers are there for Vitality, keeping the trades going in their favor, maintaining these player advantages. KROSTALY will go for a quick little reposition. Spike being assessed. Jamppi can now get it planted into the corner, and things do end up getting a little bit more dire, which it looks like they won't. Still do have that rip at Sop. Again, just looking fearless. Will he get rewarded for it? The answer's looking to be unlikely, but KROSTALY will still be able to finish off Sayonara. Tucks back around the corner. The C's connecting. The Prowler going to be sent through. Doesn't have much of a way to try to make a go of this one, but now the showstopper's going to be lobbed in at his feet. Jamppi destroyed. Like now brought to bear. It's like a re-pivot here.
Spike planted.
As FUT realize where this is planted at. Not feeling safe enough to take the rope across those, so this is going to be a very long re-wrap from them, and Derke is in pole position to shut them down. Second shot will find its connection. sociablEE now dead. The rifle's recovered, and they quickly will be able to overwhelm him.
I know exactly.
And now it's all going to be about time buying here for PROFEK. Tamale already going to be sent out, however, and now the orbital strike will have to be committed, but it's not going to buy enough time. He's got to hold his own. He's got to win these fights. Finds them both. He might have just won the round. But he's waiting too long! He's absolutely biffed it! He will kill him from beyond the grave!
That angle.
Showstopper out, and that's somehow not going to be getting a kill. The updraft from Sop. Quick on that one, but sociablEE will still fall. Push forward into the smoke. Jamppi trying to find anything here, but it's going to be Derke. Counter spraying, able to find Zeus. Vitality rallying right back into this.
Here.
Double face in, and he's still going to be good for a kill. Finds a full HP player as well, so KROSTALY dead. Meanwhile, lurk forward from yetujey, finding the first, but needs a hell of a lot more, and he can't get it. Counter flank in from Chronicle, and now the spot out onto Sop. Trying to work his way back through the sewer, but this is looking like a nigh impossible task as PROFEK
Force their way through.
Blaze wall set up. Spam looking to try to fish out this Phoenix, and he will end up getting snapped back eventually. KROSTALY denying that entry onto the site. Cam still being watched. The Nightball now going to be invested, connecting onto 2. PROFEK is able to find the 1. yetujey, however, can't quite find that follow-up. Sayonara will sit him down. It's an immense amount of damage, but has the molly. Will go ahead and get himself top back up as much as he possibly can.
Grenade.
Reach over the corner. That should be just about dead, and yep, can't quite get away from it.
I know
This
exactly.
end up falling in neural depth, now going to be invested in PROFEK, playing forward, holds it down and can't. Ball connecting. Using that Stimpy, going to get himself out towards safety, and they know exactly where he's at, so Showstopper serves up an easy kill. Now their own orbital strike. Hold him to clear out that tower, pushes yetujey down towards bench, and Chronicle is feasting on them. Finds another. KROSTALY cannot pick apart PROFEK, and Vitality will make their way up to a 7th round win. A massive rescue of this half. Unless xeus can do the unthinkable. Blaze wall situated.
Handles it with grace.
KROSTALY able to slow them up a little bit on this approach. They have to evacuate that Sands area. Sayonara continues to get closer and closer to pushing up onto the site. The Showstopper is still going to be there. Chronicle still waiting for this flank. And Sop, I think, is going to be none the wiser to this. If he's able to get the catch, that would be monstrous. But the footsteps, he's going to start hearing these. If he decides to tuck away, Jamppi swinging the corner. There's the tap. The blade's going to be pulled, and he will get shut down. Unable to find anything on the follow-up. It's a fast pivot call here from FUT to try to get back over to B.
But they're leaving Sayonara on the other side of the map. I don't feel like this is a full commit from Vitality just yet.
They get the Showstopper out. And that is absolutely massive. FUT will find no value from this ult, and the spike gets ushered back across into this A site. Sociable starting to hear this, but look at this, the awareness as they push him into the open. A couple stray shots out from xeus, but Chronicle still able to find more value. yetujey is dead. Here we go, the barrier's dropping, and Jamppi going to take that first contact. It's going to be good for a kill, but still able to trade it up. Damage suffered on the Sop. Back down to 45 is Sayonara. Going to be caught off guard here, trying to align the shots, but yetujey does manage to come out on top. 5 health between these two players, and now it is down to PROFEK and Chronicle to try to see if they can rescue this, get themselves another pistol win. Or FUT are going to get the exact start that they need to try to bring this back under their control. So we'll fall down, and Chronicle's so wise to it. He finds a low HP Jet. KROSTALY needing to hold his own, but Chronicle locks on for the headshot. Spam now coming in. There's no molly available, but sociablEE is able to find Chronicle. The smoke will fall.
I feel like, I'm pretty sure 7 out of his 9 kills are in the pistol rounds for sociablEE. That is...
I believe that is correct.
Well, I mean, those are active play. A couple different sides of the map. Going to rely on Chronicle's util here.
Cage
FUT at bay a little bit, but they're scaling.
The camera, Chronicle trying to align the shots. Eventually, he's going to be able to find him at Sop. We'll be able to trade him out. Now sociablEE gets the trade out. PROFEK dead. The push forward through Canteen, and Sayonara will have Sop outdone. Favorite in that fight is sociablEE. Watching around the back. Blast pack forward. Derke going to be eating a little bit of damage now. sociablEE going to be the one that potentially can get overwhelmed. He's still able to cut himself another kill. Derke eliminated, and Jamppi now into a 1v2 to try to prevent this bonus conversion.
Bring them down.
Hello to try to check forward, but these players from FUT have scattered to the winds. yetujey playing on that spawn side back of Gen. The other in tower, the time starting to bleed out. And there's a... The fire going to be cleared out. 40 seconds remaining in the round. The up and over going through from Sop, and he's going to be shut down. Chronicle's able to find 2. Both duelists now going to be dead. PROFEK getting a piece of the pie as KROSTALY will fall. Ping reveal there onto yetujey, but he's managed to slip the net. Tucking back over towards Canteen. Snap back on the Phoenix. Gets him further away. Derke at the same time joining in on this south side at main. sociablEE's trying to fish out for this kill, open up some space. Trying to go for the plan, but Chronicle holds his own, gets the 3K. Now looking for the 4th. yetujey will deny. but he cannot get this round win.
10
10
seconds
seconds
left.
remaining, and completely surrounded. Derke.
No, high setup there. They're going to give up some space over at Dish.
Stop is going to have to be Johnny on the spot with this one. And tuck back around the corner. Now the face forward and Sayonara will end up falling. They get 2 kills. PROFEK still going to be playing forward here. Clears out that haunt. Oh, he nearly had them lined up, but it's still going to be xeus swinging in to take down the enemy Brimstone. Derke now, his work cut out for him as Chronicle frantically tries to rotate into position, but it's going to be matched as the spike gets ushered back towards B. But the read is there for Vitality. Get themselves a decent enough position.
Beacon here.
Sociable. Revealed, has to tuck away, and Derke able to find xeus on that entry. Snipes him out of the sky. The spike now going to be brought forward. Tap of the play, the showstopper going to be invested, and Chronicle has sociable pinned in by the tripwire. All of a sudden, this round has completely been flipped on its head. Vitality once again favored. Playing this one out from a 3v5 deficit at the start.
They have enough time. They can make one more wrap.
Spike now planted for foot. Vitality, they have to be giving that a consideration. Is there a flank? Did they just send the planter by themselves? Camera going to be revealed. Spots out the one. Hasn't seen the other, I don't believe. Door tapped. yetujey. Swooping forward, finds the first. They know exactly where Chronicle's at. Just need to try to not give him the angles. He's quickly storming his way towards yetujey. That whole side of A, so this does allow for Vitality to start believing that this is just fully going to be a B hit. The forward trip has to be cleared out. xeus, however, just downs up in the tower. He's able to displace Chronicle. Finding that kill, the orbital strike, ensuring that there's no one else in position. Meanwhile, Tripwire able to get the spot out on the 2 players on the approach. Sociable is going to have to be the one paying attention to that as Sayonara leaps forward into the smoke. The push in, and he will have him caught off guard. xeus, however, quickly trades it back. Maintained the player advantage 4 foot as they look to try to take this up to double digits. He's locked in, but yetujey on the flank. Jamppi none the wiser, being heard, and he will be dealt with. Camera not quite where they wanted it to go. Unless Derke can line up a couple more critical shots. I don't know if they're going to be able to get this round wrangled. The peek out, yetujey going to be taken down. PROFEK is able to find one. Stop getting some damage through. Now orbital strike is going to be called in. He jumps forward. The shorty. Never want to be seeing your players giving up rounds like that when you're so far ahead of the start. Reveal out, Sayonara is going to be able to find one before he gets traded. Still decent value as paint shell exchange. Reveals there. KROSTALY desperately trying to find this elimination. Eventually will be able to do so, but PROFEK gets sociable at the same time. Keeps it into a 3v3, but Jamppi gets them back into the advantage position.
No more found you.
yetujey going to try to go walking out of the smoke, and Derke has him dead to rights. The plant is there. It's another paint shell built up, and there is the shot. Derke is connecting with everything across these last several rounds. Tucked away over at bench, and is this going to be any consideration? The answer is absolutely not. He's going to play it patiently. Oh my God! Chronicle able to find the 2. xeus does manage to turn back, find that elimination, but that just might be enough damage dealt. The jump across the shot going to be late. Derke able to reposition, gets himself a canteen. So trying to go for that recheck, but Showstopper doesn't get the kill. Sayonara stays alive. Oh, this is going to be popped, but he doesn't have anywhere to go, so KROSTALY is able to collect that. Peek out, it's just a tap, the bandit in the hand for yetujey. Derke, the paint shell, going to be chucked in. Pushes them forward. A gun collected, a 2v2. And how in the hell have FUT gotten it to this position? Swoop out down, KROSTALY will be taken down, and yetujey has to do it all. Finds the first immediately, looks to reposition. Slotting up in the tower, but it's just a matter of time before Derke will get the assessment, will have the read, taps it, is dialed in. yetujey, does he bite the bait? The answer for now is no. Plays it wisely, plays it patiently. Another tap, a swap of the gun, and now the scale forward. Derke thinking that he's been re-wrapped on. But yetujey just continues to not buy it. He knows he's not sticking it. Rides the rope back down again, and Derke will just look to escape, try to retain the operator.
Absolutely outthinks Derke the whole way there.
And now it's Vitality, the ones that are struggling as far as the economy is concerned, for the lead for the north side. Crunch! They're able to find 2. Showstopper going to be chucked in. Doesn't need to find anything. They've already found the kills. They found the spike. Chronicle has found Sop as well. And what a response for Vitality. He just rushed a 3-player High-low. Sop would have to do something incredible with this outlaw, have them lined up.
30 seconds
only one
left.
available to them, something on the side of the
Last
map, and yep, the opening shot will not to go to try to take this into overtime. And for now,
Key point here could be
the dish.
only one player, one tap to that outlaw.
The updraft, does he check down? Lands right there above Sayonara's head. Lands back over to that dish side. Vitality now encroaching. Sayonara. He's just able to find yetujey, who's just none the wiser. Sop will be able to come away with one. Zeus gets a kill on the Sayonara, but for now the weapons are going to be unrecoverable. They have to just stick with what they have. Couple shots gonna be flying through. The 1-2 punch. Derke takes out Sociable, takes out Zeus. Sop now to try to swing the corner, but Chronicle holds his own. KROSTALY needing to find 3. Derke down to a sliver. Time starting to be on his side. Swings out, can get the one, but nothing more. Foot plant close, but